What's up guys, my name is Rainer James, and in this video I'm going to be talking about real estate. Real estate is one of my favorite things to talk about. I love the idea of investing in it, and I'm definitely going to in the future. So I hope you guys are all having a great morning because we're going to be talking about real estate. So real estate is actually one of the best and smartest investments you can make. It is the lowest risk for your dollar. People will always need a place to live. Therefore, the demand for real estate is always there, and it is constantly growing with more houses being built every year. The first real estate investment plan we're going to be talking about is rental properties. And I want to start off with answering the question of how am I going to afford a rental property? It is actually not that hard to afford a single family home, a duplex, or a triplex. All you need is a 3.5 to 5% down payment to get an FHA loan. An FHA loan is a type of mortgage insured by the Federal Housing Administration that may help you make down payments as low as 3.5%. For example, if you were planning to buy a $250,000 duplex, it's only going to cost you about $9,000 as an upfront payment. Okay, so now ask the question, how am I going to pay this off? If you finance that duplex we just talked about for 30 years and on a 5% interest rate, which that is a very high interest rate for houses, especially in these times, it would only cost you $1,300 per month to pay that off. But think about it, if you have this empty duplex and you were charging, let's say $900 per side, which that's not that expensive of a living condition, and it is really reasonable to get that amount from your tenants, those tenants will be paying you about $1,800 per month. So subtract that $1,800 minus the $1,300, that will give you $500 after paying off your mortgage. And then let's take $200 away for expenses each month. That will give you $300 to put in your pocket every month. But wait, there's more. Those tenants are also paying you off a $250,000 duplex that's going to be an asset in your name. So not only are you making an extra few $100s per month, you are also building equity for yourself. Wait, what'd you say? There's still more. Sorry, I know that was really corny. So on average, the inflation rate is 3% each year. And this year is going to be extremely high because of all the money we're pushing out. Houses also keep up with that inflation rate. And on average, they appreciate in value 2 to 3% each year. So also for owning this house is appreciating in value each year. Let's say we have a low inflation rate, and in 10 years we want to sell this house. Let's say the inflation rate is only 1%. That is a very low inflation rate, and the house would still increase by $26,000. That's another benefit of buying this rental property because it is increasing in value each year. Now repeat this process, and eventually you will start to walk away each month with thousands of dollars in your pocket that you can take home, and it is now your money. Let's say you keep buying these rental properties, and over the years you just keep buying more and you start paying them off, because you will start paying them off exponentially because you'll be making more money from the other ones. You'll be walking away with thousands of dollars each month, and you'll be making over 6 figures a year just in passive income from your rental properties. You wouldn't even have to work at a 9-to-5 job because your rental properties would be paying you more than what most people would be making at a 9-to-5 job. Not only will you be making thousands of dollars per month, but you will also have multiple real estate properties under your name that are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, and those assets yourself could be over $1 million. Therefore, you will be a millionaire just in your rental properties area. That sounds pretty amazing to me. I love the concept of rental properties, and I cannot wait to get started on that. All right, so now we're gonna get into another type of real estate investing. So the next thing I'm gonna talk about is flipping. Flipping is when you buy a real estate property for cheap and you're expecting to make a profit of it. So let's say you buy this property, you can make a little bit of adjustments on it, but you're just waiting for the market to get in a better spot because you got the house for cheap and you resell it. Or you buy a piece of junk and you can completely redo the whole thing and sell it for more. The good thing about flipping is you do not have to pay taxes on your earnings because of the Section 1031 of the Internal Revenue Code. Allows a seller to delay paying taxes on a piece of real estate that is sold on a capital gains through an exchange for a more expensive piece of real estate. Real estate is a great tax advantage. As long as you keep trading up in value, you will not be taxed on the gains until you liquidate. So that's the amazing thing about it is, let's say I bought this cheap house for $100,000. I fixed it up maybe for $20,000 and I sold it for $150,000 and I made $30,000. If I'm going to use that extra $30,000 I just made to buy another real estate property that I'm maybe going to flip up or maybe going to settle down in, or maybe going to make it into a rental property, I will never have to pay gains on that $30,000 until I liquidate everything. So if eventually I sell the property and I'm just taking in all the cash, that's when I have to pay taxes. But the good thing about growing it is you don't have to pay taxes in the process of growing your money. So flipping does come with a little more risk than rental properties. That's why I'm not a huge fan on it, because you really have to make the right calls. But if you do make the right calls and you get good deals, you can make a ton of money off flipping. And flipping is more short term. Like, you're not going to hold it for multiple years. That's the thing about rental properties, is you're planning on holding it for multiple years because you're just getting that monthly income that is steady. All right, I'm gonna hold my phone up like this for the last one. My phone sitting on this book is just stressing me out way too much. So the final strategy we are going to discuss is house hacking. House hacking is when you have bought a property, but you have someone else living in it with you that is paying you rent. For example, if someone wants to rent out the basement, or you have a roommate that is paying you rent, or if you have a duplex and the other living compartment, you want to put a tenant in there to help you pay for the mortgage. Those are all examples of house hacking. The benefits of house hacking is these other people that are paying you rent, they're actually paying off your mortgage for you. So in some cases, like if you have a tenant in your duplex, you could be living for free because they could be paying over half of what the mortgage would be, which that would be making it so they're putting equity in your name, which would be making it living for free because they are helping you pay off the house that you own. Roommates are really good too because they're helping you pay for your mortgage, which is also putting equity under your name and is making it so that house is an asset and you can pay it off faster. In both examples, you are building up your equity way faster than you would all by yourself, and it is making you have an asset instead of a liability. Please let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I'd be more than happy to talk more in depthly about real estate. I love this topic so much and I could talk about it all day. So please drop me some comments and make sure to like this video and subscribe. Actually, let's make this. If you've watched the video to this point, the very end, comment at the bottom, real estate rocks. Yeah, we'll do that. I want to see how many people are actually watching my videos to the very end. Thanks for watching, guys. Like always, like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.